Welcome, everyone. It's SharRon Jamison, and welcome to another episode of Deciding to Soar, the podcast where we speak truth, we reclaim our power, and encourage people to be who they were born to be so that they will never settle for what society has taught and told them to be. And as I say every episode, thank you so much for being here. Because of you and your support, people are tuning in. And I am so grateful for your time, your energy, your effort, and for your presence. So thank you. Well, family, today I want to share a lesson with you that took me almost 60 years to learn, but one that you can absorb in just under 10 minutes. And that is this: in life, business, ministry, and especially leadership, you will soar when you accept that you must play four critical roles in your life, four key roles. You must be the gate, the glue, the gap, and the guardian. And these four roles will help you stay grounded in integrity, rooted in your purpose, and elevated in your impact. Yes, these four roles are just that important to your life. So let's talk about each role individually. Role number one: you are the gate. That means that you have the power to decide what enters your life. That means your energy, your mind, your spirit, your body, your time, and your space. And as a gate, you must operate with discernment. You don't let distractions get in your way. You don't let people disrupt your destiny. You don't allow people to delay you, which means that you just don't set boundaries. You set standards, and you don't engage in everything, and you don't make yourself available to everything, because you are assigned to something special, something different, something meaningful to your life, as well as to the lives of others. You are a gate. Number two, you must be the glue, which means not only must you hold everything together while pursuing your purpose, you must also connect people, foster collaboration, and create community. You must foster cohesion, and you must be the person who helps others work together better. You must build bridges and not walls. You must operate with empathy and not your ego. And being a glue also means that you must understand that healing and harmony and high performance happen when people unite, even when they disagree. And that's why you bring calm during chaos, and you bring clarity during a lot of confusion. And you do it not by force, but by faith and flexibility and follow through, because you have the power to shift minds and to shift hearts. And that's why you're the glue. Thirdly, you must be the gap, which means that you must hold sacred space between what is and what could be. And when you see a need, instead of complaining about it, you create something to fill the need. You step into voids with solutions. You build bridges and ideas and systems and strategies where people see openings. And when others see lack, you see leverage and you bring lessons. Why? Because you're not afraid of uncertainty. You are fueled by purpose and vision, and you can see and move between broken pieces and disjointed pieces, because you can imagine the impossible, the invisible, and the inevitable. Because not only do you have vision, you have insight, and that's critical for every leader. Now, finally, you must be the guardian. And that means that you must protect your peace, your energy, your time, your health, and most of all, your heart. You cannot let guilt or gaslighting rob you of your joy, your sovereignty, or your truth. You can't negotiate with your non-negotiables. You don't get access to people who have not earned your trust. And being a guardian doesn't make you hard. It makes you whole because you know that preservation and provision and protection are not selfish. They are sacred and they are worthy of your care and your oversight. So now let's talk about something that you can't be, and that is the gutter. To follow your purpose, you cannot be or live in the gutter. Never. You can't be the place where toxicity gathers and resides. You cannot lower your standards to match the level of dysfunction around you. You can't let bitterness and blame and burnout become your baseline. You can't allow the worst in others or the worst in yourself to become the loudest voice in the room or the determining factor in your life. You can't let the residue of disrespect and low expectations linger and spoil morale and undermine progress. Because the bottom line is this: you cannot absorb emotional or spiritual trash. You must be committed to pouring and living truth. Now, what I know is that purpose, your divine calling, your vision, your goals, your dharma, or however you characterize your divine destiny, requires that you embody and exemplify these four roles: the role of the gate, the glue, the gap, and the guardian. And when you do, you will lead differently. You will live differently. You will build differently. You will love differently. And you will stop being a sponge for stress. And you will become a courageous, loyal steward of sacred purpose. And most of all, you will stop asking for permission and start trusting and walking in your position as a leader in your own life and Soar. My friend, remember, these are not just four roles, they are revelations, they are reminders, they are responsibilities. They are the reasons why you soar. And if this message spoke to you, let it shape you by asking yourself, where do I need to be a better gate to block access to something that doesn't serve me? 2, where can I act as a glue and bring people, ideas, and strategies together for our common good? 3, what gap is calling for me to step in with boldness and courage? And number 4, what must I guard so I don't lose myself or my vision in the midst of the chaos and noise? And most importantly, ask yourself, what gutter thoughts, habits, or relationships do you need to release so you can reclaim and maintain your greatness? Family, if this message resonates with you, do me a favor. Please leave a comment. Please share it with someone. And please subscribe to the Deciding to Soar podcast, whatever you listen to your podcast offerings. And if you're ready to explore these roles in your life, please visit SharRonJamison.com. Also, please join my mailing list where I share different ideas and wisdom and insights from not only from my life, but from working with many powerful visionaries and leaders like you. And I also want you to remember that you were born to be more and you were built to soar. And please know that the best is still yet to come. Thanks so much for joining me today, and blessings to you always.